Hi everyone, so this is Scoring the Players. We've got Owen with us, up from a sunny Bournemouth, and of course we've got Kyle as well. As you know, in this video we'll just literally shot all the way through the players, run through all of them and just give them a rating. So I'll give you the pleasure of giving Martin Dubravka a rating out of 10.
To be fair to him, he didn't really have much to do. There was a couple of shots that went straight at him, so easy work for Dubravka today. I'll have to give him either a 7 or an 8, just because he had nothing to do, so you can't really score him any higher than that. I'd go for an 8.
Go for an 8. Sporting a training top in the first half.
He changed more tops than he had shots at him the day.
That's true fact. I'll do Javier Manquillo, because I wanted to do this one, because
Go on, Lee.
He started off a little bit shaky, but I actually thought he grew in the second half. And he was quite impressive. He was getting in that final third a lot more than he was in midweek, and he was getting a lot of the crosses in. And I'm probably going to be slated like you do with Jack Colback, but I'm actually going to give Javier Manquillo an 8. I thought he was a real.
Yeah, we're gone.
I thought it was a real outlet in that second half, because we're using that right flank a lot more.
Ball's going to run you over, and he's van.
8 out of 10. You can run me hour. Make sure I get combo first. 8 out of 10. Fabian Schar.
He was the assist for the first goal. Really comfortable. Good over the top ball for the first goal. It wasn't really tested, mate, defensively, but going forward, really good. As Steve keeps saying, elegant man, very elegant passing, good distribution. I'll give him a 7. Very solid.
You want to give him a 7?
Do you want to give him an 8 then?
Go on,
I'll give him an 8. I'll be nice.
Right then, okay. So moving on to Federico Fernandez.
I'd have to probably give him an 8, like Martin Dubravka. Wasn't really challenged, just like Schar. I don't think any of our backline were really challenged today. But what he did have to deal with, he did quite well. I thought there was some times there where he'd pick up the ball and didn't really know where to pass it, although he'd have 1 or 2 options. But he didn't cost that much, so we can't really pick him to pieces.
Do you think his position is a little bit under threat of Paul Dummett?
Yes, definitely, 100%. But once Lejeune comes back from injury, then Paul Dummett and Federico Fernandez's positions are under.
What are you giving him?
From Lejeune, an 8.
Going to give him an 8. I will do Jamaal Lascelles, since the captain. I thought he had quite an easy afternoon's work. Most of the defence are scoring high because they didn't have much to do, to be honest with you.
And they shut down any promise.
And I think we haven't really seen the goal back, so maybe we might change our mind, because we don't know who was marking Matthew Debuchy.
I don't think Lascelles would have been marking Debuchy, man, because he's the smallest lad in the box.
He looked very different, Debuchy, today. It's difficult to spot him.
It took you half an hour to recognize.
Like who was who? Say it's Debuchy. But yeah, 8 out of 10, solid. You can have Rolando Aaron's left wing back role.
Didn't think he had much to do. I thought in the first half there was a couple of times he got caught out a bit, which if he's playing against Arsenal, which I very much doubt, but if he is, he'd get caught out a lot. Let's be honest, off wingers of high quality as them. I'd probably give him a 7. He was solid going forward, had a couple of decent passes in midfield, drove the ball, but other than that he didn't really do much.
Grew in the game, didn't he?
Yeah, grew in the game like Manquillo.
Isaac Hayden.
Probably a 9, I'd say.
A 9? Wow, tell us.
Because most of the things that came at him in field, he was there to just break up the play, and then just a little pass off, and then off to Shelvey, who would then just ping it, and like there's the creativity. So Isaac Hayden has that really important role of breaking up the play and allowing us to move forward up the pitch, as well as protecting our backline, and I thought he did that brilliantly today, so I'm going to give him a 9.
I'm a little bit surprised by that, but anyways.
I thought he did well.
I thought he'd play well, but 9. So I'll do Jonjo Shelvey, getting on the ball a lot. Look, we're going to be playing that 3-man midfield now going forward in the season. He's going to be the one that's going to sit the deepest and just play it and spray it a little bit, and he has that license to do that, unless someone gets on him and harasses him, but you probably will find that against higher opposition. But done all right. I'm going to score him a 7. I think you can play better than that, but a couple of good through balls. Sean Longstaff.
Longstaff played well. I mean, you'll probably touch on it a bit later on. He wasn't the best Longstaff today, but any 29, they both played well. I thought Longstaff played okay. He had a couple of decent passes, linked with Shelvey really well, which is what we've been waiting to see. Longstaff and Shelvey play together. I'd give him a 7. He didn't play any better than Shelvey, but he did play a solid performance.
Miguel Almiron, who was desperate for that goal, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think that He snatches at his shots too much, but he is one of the most exciting players to watch on the pitch, I think. Along with Joe Linton, he feeds Joe Linton, and like he just stretches the defence, and it's perfect what you want between the two of them, because Joe Linton, don't get me wrong, he's fast, but he's not as fast as Almiron, so by stretching the defence gives Joe Linton space. He did exactly that today, so I'd probably give him an 8. He didn't score. I mean, like, snatched a few shots, like I said before. There was one where he should have scored. We all thought it went in, but it went over. So yeah, an 8. I think an 8 will do.
I've got the pleasure of getting the goal scorer, Joe Linton. If you're scoring Hayden a 9, I'm tempted to push Joe Linton up, but I thought you were touched upon, he's not just a man who can hold it up. You can actually...
He's a very different striker to Rondon.
You can hang on the last man, can't you?
Rondon's more of a hold-up player. He looks to get in behind, he's always on the last shoulder, but he has that hold-up presence about him as well. He's very, very, very good. What are you rating?
Well, if you're giving Hayden a 9, you know what I'm going to be nice. I'm going to score him a 9. I'm going to put him right up there because he scored the goal.
Good finish.
And you have the pleasure of saint-maximin, who came off the first substitute.
I wore a headband. I mean, Gucci and that. I mean, it was Slazenger yesterday when he's signing one out with Mike Ashley kicking about, but we got on the ball. It looks to excite straight away. He looked very eager. Looks really exciting, to be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing him next week, that's for certain. I think I'm going to score him a 7. I'm going to score him a 7. It's very solid. But
even if he starts coming off the bench, he looks like it's a bit of a game changer.
I think he'd be on the bench, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Against Arsenal.
Yoshinui Muto should have scored a couple.
I was really disappointed with him today, if I'm quite honest with you. I think that he's a striker that can score goals, but I think he's quite selfish, which is sometimes what you want from your striker, but occasionally he'll have the chance where he can to square it, and it'll be an easier goal than it was before, but he'll shoot himself, and today he was just snatching at them, and he scored an offside goal, but you know, I was quite disappointed with him today, so I'll probably have to give him a 6.
Ooh, the lowest one so far.
Some margin.
Jetro Williams, very bright. A couple of through passes on that left flank. As we touched upon in the quick thoughts, he is a stocky build, but don't let that fool you. Got pace as well, a bit of trickery. So, you know, Matt Ritchie's got a bit of a competition. We know Ritchie was missing from today's game. I'm going to score him an 8, and that's what you want. You want competition. You want players to come off the bench and change things, and he's a threat at Matt Ritchie's position. So I'm going to score him high. You can have Matty Longstaff.
I mean,
some goal.
You were putting a tweet out saying he just came on, and by the time you finished the tweet he put in the top corner, so can't ask for more than that. Any 29. I mean, I know I crack on about it a lot because I'm from the same neck of the woods, but what a goal by Matty Longstaff. I mean, what a way to make a name for yourself in the team, so I'd probably give him a 10 for the goal alone.
What? You're going to give him a 10?
Yeah, well, why not?
Are you going to?
I'd give him a 10 as well.
Why not? I'm biased, North Shields lad, so 10, 11, 12,
Matty, there 25. You go. We'll tweet Matty in this video. Yeah. 10 out of 10 for you, son. Yeah. Well done. Blimmin' hell. You can have the first defender, who was Kieran Clark.
Wasn't really troubled at all, really, from what I saw. Got his head on what he needed to, you know, not really much else than that, so probably just give him a 7 because he did his job while he was on the pitch. So
Paul Dummett, who played the same amount of time, very similar. I'm going to score probably Dummett a 6. Just didn't have enough time to get on the ball and press. There's a goal conceded whilst he was on the pitch. Again, we haven't seen the goal back, so we can look at that and point the finger maybe later on. But you've got the last one, which is Jacob Murphy.
Didn't really do much, did he? I mean,
didn't have enough time as well, did he?
He didn't really have much time, so I'll just give him the same score as Clark.
What, 7?
Yeah, 7. Why not?
Okay, so that is your player ratings. That is from Owen. That is from Kyle. Keep an eye on for the review, which is coming up next. Ta-da, everyone. Bye-bye.